Alright, hello YouTube and welcome to my channel. And when I say channel, this is actually my first video, so it's really not a channel yet. And this is my response to Humble Mechanics. Should you be a technician in 2018? First off, he's a really, I think he brings up a lot of good points. I like his channel. I watch a lot of his videos. And I hope he doesn't mind me chiming in and giving my 2 cents in reference to that question. So, first thing I would say is that if you are looking to become an auto technician, the good news is it's very easy to break into the profession. And I'm not talking about heavy equipment, big trucks, big diesel trucks, or fleet service or anything like that. I'm talking about your standard grocery getter vehicle auto technician. Very easy to get into the field. Unfortunately, pay when you first start out is not going to be very good. It's not going to be, you're not going to be making a lot of money when you first start out. But if you, let's say, if you're right out of high school and you're not exactly sure you want to go to college, or if you're thinking about going to a trade school, or let's say you already have a job somewhere and you're not happy with the pay, or you're not happy with the environment that you're working in. Maybe you don't have that job satisfaction, and you're thinking about switching careers, or if this is something that you want to do as a career path. I would say, to be honest, it would be a good idea to be an auto technician in 2018. I think that technologies are coming out. Vehicles are constantly evolving when it comes to their technology. I think that the old school days of being a heavy line tech, of constantly rebuilding engines or constantly rebuilding transmissions, those days are numbered. Now it's a lot of electrical diagnostics. It's a lot of, you need a high-end scan tool to do a lot of the repairs on these newer vehicles. For example, electronic parking brakes. You need to have a scan tool to access that electronic parking brake to do the repairs on that. When you replace a sensor or a switch or even a module, sometimes you have to reprogram those components on the vehicle. When it comes to data networking, you wouldn't think about data networking as an issue on a vehicle, but if you have a newer car that has 20 or 30 different control modules talking to each other, they're sending data back and forth, it's important to know how those systems work and how those modules communicate with each other. And it takes a high-level technician to figure that stuff out and fix that. Also, you have electric vehicles coming out. You have hybrid vehicles coming out. The hybrid vehicles have been out for a while now, and you have to know what you're doing. If you don't know how to work on the high voltage, high amperage circuits of these electric vehicles, you can hurt yourself. You're dealing with a lot of voltage, a lot of amperage, and you can seriously hurt yourself if you don't know what you're doing. So, so if you're looking to get into the profession, Humble Mechanic, he brings up a lot of good points when it comes to finding information on these newer vehicles. I do currently work, a little bit about me, I do currently work at the dealer level. I am a dealer technician. I won't go into the brand that I work on, but I will say that there is a lot of information, there's a lot of resources out there for me as a dealer technician. And I'll be honest, I'm not an A-level technician. I am not a top tier. I'm striving to be a top tier technician, but currently I am not. I would say I'm mid-level. I've been in the business for a few years, and it's I learn stuff every day. So it's definitely a challenging profession. But if you're willing to work hard and you don't want to be average, Humble Mechanic did talk about being an average technician. There's nothing wrong with, working in a shop where you're doing suspension work, steering, brakes, alignments, things like that. There's plenty of money out there for that type of work. And you can stay busy doing that type of stuff. But, if you're the type of person that wants to learn and wants to progress, and you like to tinker around with things, and you want to actually learn how these systems work on these newer cars, I think being a technician is an awesome idea. And I don't think that college is for everyone. Some people might look at college as, well, who wants to go to college for 4 years and be in all this debt just to get a job sitting behind a desk. For me, I can't sit behind a desk for 8 hours a day. There's just no way I could do it. But when it comes to working on cars, I can stay pretty active in my job, and I'm constantly on my feet. I'm constantly moving around. Now, over time, over a long period of time, it does wear you down. But there's always opportunities to move into management. And there's other areas. So, in my opinion, should you become a technician in 2018? Yes, it is a good time to become a technician if you like challenging yourself to learn how these newer systems work. If it's something that you really want to do, I strongly recommend looking at these shops, seeing what's out there, getting hired by someplace, and then, checking it out for a few months, see how it goes, and if you like it, great. If you don't like it, no harm, no foul. But that's all I got. Sorry for the editing. I'm new at this, but hopefully you liked the video. Thanks for watching.